in the Texas state many years ago. I rode on every range and plain, there's no place I don't know. I love to swing my lariat, that's all I'll ever do. I'm a rootin' singing cowboy and I've never had the blues. I hop on my old Mustang and o'er the plains we ride. Swinging in the saddle, my guitar hangs by my side. Old Mustang's always willing, as for me I'm never sad. You'll find there beats an honest heart in this old Texas lad.
Dear lady, dear lady, oh, dear lady, dear dear lady, dear lady, oh, dear lady, dear dear lady, dear lady, oh, dear lady, dear lady, dear lady, oh, lady.
I sleep out on the rolling plains, a blanket for my bed, waiting for the break of day to gallop out to the herd. I mount my old cow pony, wear my boots and Stetson too, and ride all day on the Texas plains beneath the skies of blue. I hop on my old Mustang and o'er the plains we ride. Rocking in the saddle, my guitar hangs by my side. Old Mustang's always willing, as for me I'm never sad. You'll find there beats an honest heart in this old Texas lad. In my check of life I cash for the land beyond the sky. I'm going to ride that Mustang out across that great divide. We'll ride the last great roundup across the golden plains. Well boys, I hope you like my song, I'm on my way again. I hop on my old Mustang and o'er the plains we ride. Swinging in the saddle, my guitar hangs by my side. Old Mustang's always willing, as for me I'm never sad. You'll find there beats an honest heart in this old Texas lad.
Dear lady, dear lady, oh, dear lady, dear dear lady, oh, lady, oh, dear lady, dear dear lady, oh, lady, oh, dear lady, dear dear lady, oh, lady, oh, lady, dear lady, oh, lady, oh, lady.
Shine on Rocky Mountain moonlight, shine upon the one who waits back home for me. Shine on Rocky Mountain moonlight, take this message, say I love him tenderly. Tell him that I'm lonely, I miss him tonight. He'll always be my only, my one guiding light. Shine on Rocky Mountain moonlight, shine upon the one who waits back home for me. Shadows are falling around me, purple is turning to gray. My heart keeps yearning to soon be returning to someone at the close of the day. So shine on Rocky Mountain moonlight, shine upon the one who waits back home for me. Shine on Rocky Mountain moonlight, take this message, say I love him tenderly. Tell him that I'm lonely and miss him tonight. He'll always be my only, my one guiding light. Shine on Rocky Mountain moonlight, shine upon the one who waits back home for me. Oh, Lord, oh, lady, oh,
with mine. When the evening shadows start to fall, where does the sun never fail to shine? On my garden wall.
In my Adobe Hacienda, there's a touch of Mexico. Cactus lovelier than orchids, blooming in the patio. Soft desert stars and the strum of guitar makes every evening seem so sweet. In my Adobe Hacienda, life and love are more complete. Western hill, evening breezes softly murmur, harmony with whippoorwill. When the setting sun says the long day is done, sweet music seems to fill the air. Hacienda, harmony is everywhere. Harmony is everywhere.
Yeah, that's right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thinking of my cowboy love as I ride along, whistling and yodeling a song. Gonna swing my cowboy when I get out of town, when the fiddles and the steel play a hoedown. Singing yippee-yay, I got the bull by the tail, galloping to gallop on the Santa Fe Trail. with the shine on my boots. Me and Mr. Worry never were in cahoots. Riding to the barn, that's where I'm gonna make hay when the hoedown fiddle start to play. Never saw a realer hoedown I couldn't do. Always had my second wind to carry me through. Get along, cayuse, let's see you carry the mail. Galloping to Gallup on the Santa Fe Trail. Now we're losing daylight. Desert sands are twinkling in New Mexico night. Can't wait to see our friends dancing round on the floor. Cowboys swinging, who could ask for more? A ranch house party where the love and laughter abound. Keep my happy feet just barely touching the ground. Singing yippee-yay, I got the bull by the tail. Galloping to Gallup on the Santa Fe Trail. Singing yippee-yay, I got the bull by the tail. Galloping to Gallup on the Santa Fe Trail.
Oh, my Wyoming home, my dear old Wyoming home. I'll jump in the saddle and away I will ride over the hills and across the divide, back to my Wyoming home. There's a place in Wyoming I'm longing to be, where the air is so pure and the winds blow free. The cowboys all gather round the campfire so bright, yodel and sing in the bright starry night. Oh, my Wyoming home, my dear old Wyoming home. I'll jump in the saddle and away I will ride over the hills and across the divide, back to my Wyoming home. I'm leaving today for a Wyoming town to see all my friends and the cowboys around. Nobody knows just how happy I'll be if I can see Mother waiting for me. Roll on, little doggies, roll on, roll on, roll on, little doggies, roll on. Roll on, little doggies, roll on, roll on, roll on, little doggies, roll on. There's a place in Wyoming I left long ago, left me with memories that I cherish so. An old gray-haired mother and a little red shack. Songs of the prairie are calling me back. Oh, my Wyoming home, my dear old Wyoming home. I'll jump in the saddle and away I will ride over the hills and across the divide, back to my Wyoming home. Roll on, little doggies, roll on, roll on, roll on, little doggies, roll on. Roll on, little doggies, roll on, roll on, roll on, little doggies, roll on.
pine trees are sobbing, sets my heartstrings a-throbbing at the whistle of the quail. There's a brown-eyed boy waiting, who will run down to meet me in the vale. Oh, I'll soon be hiking up where life's to liking on that old black mountain trail. Yay, oh, dee-o-lay, oh-la-lay, ee-o-la-lay. Yay, oh, dee-o-lay, oh-la-lay, dee-yay. Hike up that mountain where it's holding up the sky. On an old log pillow we will lie neath the willow as in childhood days gone by. So I packed for old Black Mountain, gonna leave ere the moon begins to pale. You're gonna find me hiking up where life's to liking on that old Black Mountain trail. Yay, oh, dee-o-lay, oh-la-lay, ee-o-la-lay, yay, oh, dee-o-lay, oh-la-lay, dee-yay, oh-lay, ee-o-la-lay, dee-yay, oh-lo, dee-o-lay, oh-lo, dee-yay, yo-lo, oh-la-lay, dee-yay, oh-lo, dee-yay. In a house by a smooth flowing river, where the seasons are fiercely defined, it was a lonely life for a cowboy's wife. He was gone for many months at a time. When they met, he was a crazy young wrangler, and she was the eye of the storm. Her eyes are blue and wild, but her heart was like a child when she melted like a candle in his arms. I will wait for your tender embrace, dear. I will always keep our burning love alive. I will pray for the time we can leave this life behind, when you return from your last cattle drive. In the white of the winter their love flourished, their days alone were precious as gold. While the storm raged outside, she lay by his side, sheltered by their love from the cold. Now when spring comes for some, it brings promise, but for some it brings the pain of goodbye. Come the month of May, she would watch him ride away, not revealing her feelings inside. I will wait for your tender embrace, dear. I will always keep our burning love alive. I will pray for the time we can leave this life behind, when you return from your last cattle drive. been lost in a killing snow that caught them by surprise. A fall had left him lame, though the cold had eased the pain. Before he died, they heard him call her name. Then she laid him to rest on a hillside that gazed upon the river far below. She bade his soul farewell at the tolling of the bell, and these words she had engraved upon his stone. I will wait for your tender embrace, dear. I will always keep our burning love alive. I will pray for the time we can leave this life behind. When you return from your last cattle drive, I will pray for the time we can leave this life behind. When you return from your last cattle drive.
When the sun is gone to sleep in the evening, and the winds caress the slumbering pine, then I'll saddle up and head for the prairie on that Palomino pal of mine. That old pal of mine knows just where I'm going, and I never have to give him a sign. And there's no one in this world understands me like that Palomino pal of mine. As we ride, 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 we'll be leaving all our cares along the way. We're gonna ride, 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 till the morning comes to bring the light of day. As we hit the dusty trail to the sunset, and we travel to the end of the line, I'll be rounding up my dreams way up yonder on that Palomino pal of mine. As we ride, 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 we'll be leaving all our cares along the way. We're gonna ride, 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 till the morning comes to bring the light of day. As we hit the dusty trail to the sunset, and we travel to the end of the line, I'll be rounding up my dreams way up yonder on that Palomino pal of mine. I'll be rounding up my dreams way up yonder on that Palomino pal of mine.
You'll find the land you love the best along the road to happiness. And when you long to hear again that whistle's last refrain over the Union Pacific on that famous Gold Coast train, you're late. That famous Gold Coast Express. When your heart yearns for the West, go catch that Golden Coast Express. You'll find the land you love the best along the road to happiness. And when you long to hear again that whistle's last refrain over the Union Pacific on that famous Gold Coast train,
weathered with age and time. The light of love still shines after all these years. Your soft assuring ways, the rock I lean on, saw me through my darkest days when all hope was gone. You're still the only one I'll ever hold near, and I love you after all these years. I still love you after all these years.
Step aside, you ornery tender feet. Let the big bad buckaroo pass. I'm the toughest hombre you'll ever meet, though I may be the last. Yes, sirree, I'm a vanishing breed. No, sirree, I can't last long. Step aside, you ornery tender feet, while I sing this song. I'm an old cowhand from the Rio Grande. My legs ain't bold and my cheeks ain't tan. I'm a cow who never saw a cow. I never roped a steer 'cause I don't know how. I sure ain't fixing to start him now. Yippee-i-oh-ki-yay, yippee-i-oh-ki-yay. I'm an old cowhand from that Rio Grande, and I learned to ride before I learned to stand.
chuck wagon cowboy. He talks a lot of riding the range, but the nearest that he's been to a steer I know is when he goes out to visit the rodeo. He's a make-believe cowboy, a new kind of wild boy. He loves to tell the girls about the West and the way that hombre seems to slay him. He should always keep on playing cowboy make-believe. Such a handsome fellow, so very mild and mellow. And just to be specific, the ladies think he's simply terrific. He's a make-believe cowboy, a chuck wagon cowboy. He talks a lot of riding the range, but the nearest that he's been to a steer I know is when he goes out to visit the rodeo. He's a make-believe cowboy, a new kind of wild boy. He loves to tell the girls about the West and the way that hombre seems to slay him. He should always keep on playing cowboy make-believe. Snow high on the mountain, it runs and it grows as it falls. Silt and soil, down it boils, down to the valley, the Gold River rolls to the plain. The rangeland lies high up on the river, the coulees are dry where the short grass grows. Fields of hay, cottonwood shade,
thousands I'm lost and alone. My thoughts keep drifting back to you, dear, and the old western home I have known. When the flowers of Montana are blooming and the meadowlark is building its nest, where the snow-capped peaks are looming in our old prairie home in the west, I'm dreaming tonight in the big city light of a sweetheart I left there so divine. When the flowers of Montana are blooming, I'll be coming back to you, sweetheart of mine. Oh, lady, adio-lo. I remember where we stood the night I left him. The moon was shining bright across the plain. Years have passed and still I found no other. How I long to see my old sweetheart again. When the flowers of Montana are blooming and the meadowlark is building its nest, where the snow-capped peaks are looming in our old prairie home in the west, I'm dreaming tonight in the big city light of a sweetheart I left there so divine. When the flowers of Montana are blooming, I'll be coming back to you, sweetheart of mine. Adio-lo.
Nearly always broke, ain't got a nickel in my hand. Got no cattle brand, but still you'll find me roping on the plains. I'll be a cowhand until my dying days. You'll never find me with highfalutin ways, and I will never settle down. I'll be riding round, and you will find me loping down the trail. Prairie breeze is blowing, cattle everywhere, campfires all a-glowing, sagebrush fills the air. I tell you I'm gonna be a buckaroo, and I'll be riding till my days are through, 'cause it's a cowpoke life for me, and I'll always be where cowhands still go riding on the range. Hi-dee-oh, lady, oh, lady, oh, lady, oh, lo-dee-dee-dee-oh, hi-dee-oh, lady-dee-dee-dee, hi-dee-oh, lo-dee-dee-dee-oh, yodel-o-dee, 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 hi-dee-oh, lady, oh, lady, oh, lady, oh, lady-dee-dee-oh.
cowboy's
prairie.
pulling on his bridle
Nearly
rein.
always broken,
Yes,
got a
it's
nickel
cowpoke life for me.
in my hand.
And I hope
Got
I'll
no
always
cattle
be
brand,
where
but still
jingle bobs
you
are
find
jangling on
me
the
roping on the plains.
plains.
I'll be a
bobs are
cowhand
jangling on the
until my
trail.
dying days. You'll never
Find me where the
find me
lonesome cows
with
play.
highfalutin ways, and I will
ride
never
and roam the range.
settle
'Cause
down.
I'm just an
I'll
old
be
cowhand
riding round,
where
and you
jingle bobs
will
are
find
jangling on
me
the trail.
loping down the trail.
Your
Prairie
pony's licking and you feel the
breezes blowing,
blowing on the
cattle everywhere, campfires all a-glowing, sagebrush fills the air. I tell you I'm gonna be a buckaroo, and I'll be riding till my days are through, 'cause it's a cowpoke life for me, and I'll always be where cowhands still go riding on the range, where cowhands still go riding on the plains. Born to the saddle with the west in my heart, my eyes to the prairie sky, with a happy song as I jog along. Born to the saddle am I, born to the splendor and the charm of the plains, free as the birds that fly, and I find romance in the broad expanse. Born to the saddle am I. The life I lead is fine indeed. My cares don't mean a thing. I greet each day with a grin and say it's grand to live and be able to sing. Born to the saddle with a song on my lips, in tune with the winds that sigh, and I'll never change as I ride the range. Born to the saddle am I. Each day with a grin and say it's grand to live and be able to sing. Born to the saddle with a song on my lips, in tune with the winds that sigh,